Have you heard the news? Mojang just announced the first mob for this year's mob vote, the Moobloom, a new animal found in the flower forest of the overworld, frolicking through the meadows with their best friends, the bees. In order to understand what the Moobloom could offer to Minecraft, my team and I have recreated it so that we can take an early look at how it may function. So, my name is System Z and this is the Moobloom. If you enjoy the video, consider subscribing. It's completely free and you can unsubscribe at any time. So, what do we already know? The Moobloom is found in the warmer biomes of the overworld, like the plains or even the flower forest. They're covered in blooming flowers, potentially even all types of flowers. And of course, we know that they go hand in hand with bees. I think there are a lot of really cool features a mob like this could offer to Minecraft. So let's take a closer look. My friends, I would like to introduce you to the first mob to vote from for this year's mob vote, the Moobloom, which as you can see, we have a functioning version here in front of us. The Moobloom is an absolutely adorable mob that would be found exclusively in the flower forest. And as you can see, it has flowers on top of it. Now in the video, we only see one type of flower, and it's not necessarily confirmed. Where are you going, buddy? This guy loves to climb trees. He's coming down the safe way though. He's a smart Moobloom. As you can see, we can actually use a different type of flower to change the type of flower entirely, which I think would be a really cool functionality for actually being able to farm flowers in a very unique way. Because after all, we can use these shears to go ahead and collect the flowers. Now, as far as growing them back, after a little bit of time, this guy will decide to eat some grass. I mean, who doesn't love to eat some good old lawn clippings? This guy sure does, and when he does, he will grow the flowers, which is awesome. Out of all trees, I declare this is my tree. Now this is actually really cool because as you can see here, it's pretty much supported by all types of different flowers, meaning we can essentially use them to create dye farms, and honestly, they just look fantastic. This is a mob that honestly, when I first saw it, I wasn't really the most excited for. I didn't think there would be a lot of possibilities, but as you can see here, this is definitely a unique way to farm flowers, which is currently something we can do, but it's not the most attractive looking farm. I'm sure we've all seen the grass farms where you could get flowers that way. I know personally, if we had something like this in Minecraft, I would definitely be more likely to create a farm for dye. Now, as you can see, we actually just saw this particular Moobloom go ahead and eat the grass. Go ahead, do it again for us. Do it again for us. No? Okay. Now, in the video, they actually said that bees would be the best friends to the Moobloom. But as you can see here, they really don't have much interest in them. So I'm curious to know how you think something like that could work. Personally, I believe they could be used to pollinate the bees just using the flowers on the back of the Moobloom. But there are a couple of other possibilities. Maybe it could be used for defense. I mean, after all, these guys are incredibly adorable. Somebody's got to look after them, right? You know, on second thought, maybe that isn't how it should work. There is one thing I would like to try. Now, as I've been saying, we could use this for a farm. And something you can currently do with sheep is shear them using a dispenser. So I actually want to see if we can do that same thing using something with the Moobloom. That would be very handy if so. There we go. That doesn't necessarily work quite the same. Doesn't look like we can, but then again, this is just my recreation, so maybe we could in a normal version of Minecraft. We're also just going to ignore how easily this guy just jumped out of there. I mean, it was really like nothing for him, so. But regardless of if this works or not, there are some really cool ways that we could build some very beautiful farming contraptions. You know, I don't think we ever actually figured out what these guys drop. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Moobloom, but I've got to do it. It's for science. We've got to learn. Okay, there we go. Flour-infused beef. Oh, it's a... No, that's just normal. Let me just hide the evidence so that it never happened. What Moobloom? I don't know what you're talking about. And now for something amazing that you can build using the Moobloom. We're just gonna need to make just a little bit more room. That is a little bit better. Just a little bit more room to breathe. I mean, come on, how amazing is this? We've got a perfectly themed out farm that supports all of the different materials that are the color yellow. As you can see here, we've got bees so we can farm the honey. We've of course also got the Moobloom for the dandelions and the sheep for the yellow wool. And if you're an advanced redstone machinist, then you can even hook up contraptions so that you can kill. You get the point. They make a lot of different farming possibilities. Not only could we use them to pollinate bees to actually get multiple sources of honey, we could also have an automated system that allows us to farm the flowers using shears, just like you can do with wool on sheep. But also the drops from the cow. I would definitely be excited to see all of the different unique redstone contraptions that could be possible in all the redstone communities. It would definitely be amazing and a very interesting way to farm in survival Minecraft. They're also pretty daring, as you can see here. I mean, they're basically stunt animals. This is awesome. I'm gonna get up in this tree with you guys. I hope you don't mind. There's plenty of space if you ask me, and just gotta be careful not to push them off the edge. Oh! Now, as I did say before, they would be found exclusively in the flower forest, and maybe ever so slightly in the plains biome. It really just depends on how they would decide to do it. But honestly, this would give me more of a reason to visit the flower forest. Farming dyes has been something for the longest time that I really haven't enjoyed. I know that you can create really basic grass generators to get all the flowers you need, but there are some strange specifics with that, and they really just don't look the best. Having a mob that you can actually farm and again use the same tactics that you would with wool on a sheep would be amazing. This is something I think we definitely need in Minecraft. So before you see the Moobloom and think it's just a generic animal, definitely take a look at all the possibilities, because there are certainly a lot of different ways this mob could make farming in Minecraft even better. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Do we really need yet again another cow? We've got the normal cow. Of course, we've also got the mushroom, which unfortunately, if you do take the mushroom or the mushrooms off, it does revert to a normal cow. I think the answer is yes. Honestly, we could see improvements to the mushroom to be a little bit more like the Moobloom, but it really just completes it. I've always said that we need more variations of mobs, and honestly, I thought that whenever they were shown in Minecraft Earth, and even in Minecraft Dungeons, this is a great example at how it could be done. I definitely think we need this. I mean, but again, we haven't seen the other mobs yet, so there are all sorts of other possibilities on who you may want to vote for. By the end of the week, we will have seen all of them, and I will have done videos showing my different ideas on how they could work, and hopefully even a recap and everything you need to know about the mobs. So make sure you're subscribed, and of course, let me know what you think of the Moobloom down in the comments below. If you couldn't already tell, this is my favorite time of year. Hearing about the new upcoming features for Minecraft 1.17 is exciting, and as we lead up to October 3rd's Minecraft Live event, there are plenty of new announcements to talk about. So, of course, if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you don't miss my next video on the next mob to vote from. Also, if you're a tier 2 supporting member of this channel or above, I'll be releasing a developmental version of this mod very soon. That being said, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up. My name has been System Z, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.